What is love if it ain't me? Love is doing good deeds when no one is watching. It is the absence of yourself within your actions. Love is that which all require but none is willing to acquire. Love is that which all aspire for yet don't inspire. Love, the thing that everyone wants and nobody wants to give. Love is that which seems to be of no importance to the culprits of disordinance. Love is that which is counterfeited and sold as fool's gold in the form of flesh and bone, moist kisses of cognac and menthol-scented regrets. What is love? A drug? A natural herb that one can tea and boil and spoil? Is it soil that saw you young as you stepped upon its ground? Is it mother who has left? Was she love? Is love dead? Is it only in our hearts, in our minds, in our dreams? If not us, then what is love? Then what is love if it ain't me? Light bulb. Ideas flash. I hear the beat of the street underground like a beat, the tremor of bass beneath my feet. I carry the jacket of jacking and packing, shell toes, cell phones, elbows, elbows, hell knows, Melrose, egg rolls, death rows, rolling in buckets, a box full of buckets. We couldn't play trumpets, and so we played glass pipes. Melanin, cinnamon, hooked on the medicine. All my bucks go to Exxon and Edison. No carports, just cardboards. No art forms, no elk, no bayou. No, we hardly afford milk. Look at what my circumstances built. A brown man with white guilt. American dreams fulfilled. PBJ, pimping baby Jesus. How to fill the void of the unemployed, uneducated, financially insecure. How does one fight holiday materialism and schemes of marketing commercialism when every kid in school has an iPhone except yours? How does a parent with integrity deal with the disability of poverty during these industrialized, economized holiday seasons? What are the reasons why they are pimping baby Jesus and Santa Claus prostitutes himself at shopping malls? Why, oh why is the apple of my eye a pod, a pad, a phone, a crime? The number one reported stolen item in America is the iPhone. Not because it is a small and amazing device, not because it's helping kids become better people, not because it's nice. It's the price. The price, the worth, the retail value is around $1,000, which in street value is anywhere from 100 to 500 cash. Apple Corporation makes the best innovations of time, or are their billion-dollar creations factors of crime? Burglary and theft are highest at Christmas time. 'Tis the season of giving and taking because the iPhone 14 is the greatest innovation of the year until the iPhones 15 appear. If the iPhone is such a marvelous and intelligent device, why does it only last 1 year? And then you gotta buy a new version of it? Did we miss a meeting? Did we not receive the memo? Are we headed for the era of the I times, where I cops are needed for I crimes, for I theft and I frauds? Pray to the I gods. We are letting them get away with too much. We've conformed in uniform and cooperated with I crimes and committed secondhand I sins and left our children bobbing for rotten apples in the dark in a swimming pool of mercury while we stand in line outside Best Buys and Walmart and Targets when we are the target for Black Friday's black market and Christmas became a pimpstress. In a world where a parent with no job must rob an iPhone for their child to smile and feel loved. What happened to the holiday seasons? They are pimping baby Jesus. All I know, am I the best my peeps can offer? The pain gets softer, the noise is louder. Am I the best my peeps could muster? The faded luster of monstered mustard Belated bastard of pains that lasted, for fear of death when you face the casket, for dreams of plastic may seem fantastic. Orange dust from Cheetos on my fingertips. No one should ask themselves these types of questions based on other people's suggestions, perceptions. Failure is a tailored stench that others may perceive on you, but only you could smell. What will they say when I return to the herd, empty-handed, wounded, no longer heroic, the villain in crutches and bandages bloody, in olive green dickies, my people's last hope, the death of a nation, a reincarnation when spirits are broken like mirrors that shatter and carry you with them. In pieces they fall. It sounds like the camel's back broke with a straw. These days can't seem to distinguish at all. Same feelings as Satan's right after the fall. I think that I would not have had luck at all. Oh dear patron saints, please acknowledge the call. Tattooed feelings like a bitch, like Sailor Moon, and we shine like sunshine Samoans in a bourbon, and smile at defeat like we earned it, while pops take shapes and forms and as the norms, and then transforms into Skeletor's grandpa's ghost. In a wicked wheelchair he sits, convalescent home, but no sacrifice jeopardized. My yesterdays memorize, tomorrows conceptualize, only the present is improvised, choosing the arrow while the enemy has chosen the devil, and armed with a handle and barrel, the world gets narrow in our section. All I know is my reflection. Words. Words inspire me, wire me, hire me, fire me, and fill every page in my diary. Words of the universe tire me, inspire me entirely, and leave me all fiery inside of me. Words inspire me like archery, killing the debauchery. Arrows hiss and tear through the artery. Sweet mementos on instrumentals, I'm flowing over heartbeats, decrease the tempos. My vocals echo and microphones tremble, manipulate the middle of the bass and the treble. Acoustics resonate from Aztec temples. Musical teardrops on still water trickles, and timeless ripples increase in pulse like muddy swamp waters down in muscle shoals. In music dolls I leave my heart still beating, like drums, bass and lungs keep breathing. Blessed by the highest, raised by the riots. Liberty is trapped inside us, don't fight it or sit beside it, I set it free. Reminded, my silent assignment, asylums of sirens made pirates and tyrants of soldiers and pilots. I see through the eyelids of poverty's silence, spiritual science. A man amongst giants goes biased whenever analyzing the sizes, the way the world rises, and time is relative. My uncompetitive sedative keeps me unedited, imperative in the present tense, responsible for roles that I've taken. I achieve the impossible with inspiration. Gilded goddess, sunset golden copper skin tone, most unusually simplistic, like some foreign goddess, so advanced she is primitive. Bathed in the golden sunset, it crowns her pensive head. If the rain was baby red, then the clouds would rest her head. She donates life to all things dead, a reward to feel her warmth. We're mere peasants in her presence. Essence is divinity, every second an infinity. Soft electric is her touch, she can make the angels blush. Rushed blood vessels are her vessels. Lips like petals, silk from orchids. Peach pigmented scented lotus. She the star and I the darkness. Constellation, spacious gardens. Gilded scarlets, studded passion. Starlit garments, goddess fashion. What a view to look at you. How lucky could I be? Me, the undeserving, much older recipient of 27-year-old med school graduates. I stare into the most beautiful eyes and speak the dirtiest dialect that induces vaginal volcanic eruptions over my undeserving palm. Of course, I will sample the denim dulce, hors d'oeuvre pulque, movado, enchampurrado, empapado, papalote. The taste of God is on the lips. I caused earthquakes that made her breasts vibrate like 12-inch woofers on see-through fiberglass. Why do I deserve this beautifully constructed temple of a refined flower with words so fresh they are drenched in gagged saliva? The queen vagina of 3-hour phone conversations that seem like minutes. She is either very mature for her age or I'm too fucking childish. Fuck it. I'm already known for out of my league hookups and for reaching beyond the limits, but perhaps I am not as whatever as I seem. Yes, I am. Maybe I'm just an easy person to talk to. Maybe I'm just not as selfish as most of these arrogant fuckboys who think women are the product of whack rap songs and Pornhub videos with bad actors that laugh too much for someone having intercourse for money. But this one is so out of my league, I don't know how to introduce her to my people. What will they say? Fuck what they say. I guess I'm just a lucky son of a god who is finally getting my royalties from all the times I got bamboozled by love. I guess this is justice. This is God's way of saying, this is what you get when you don't rush into shit and take the time to actually work on your fucked up ways. This is what may find you if you don't go from relationship to relationship like a drunk sailor going from bar to bar. I guess I will just accept this and thank God for boosting my self-esteem by presenting me with someone who is actually interested in getting to know me and who enjoys who I am and not who she thinks I should be. I am barely reaching maturity. Offensive. Chicks with fake tits that hate dicks and date pics and take pics and take bics, both lighters and pens. Please do not sit, instead take a hit, take a couple, take a rip, take a swig, take a trip, take a break from that ship, which tightens your lip and lightens your hip. Google, you have to get better at recognizing my diction, recognizing the difference between sucking addiction and sucking addiction. Add fiction when your story lacks friction. The bad kingship, suck my diction. I never been homophobic, I am homodexterous, meaning I write with both gays and lesbians. I have never been an atheist. I believe in aliens and in a God that has an alias. Dudes who hate dudes who date dudes because their do's are their don'ts. The moments where words aren't necessary tend to say a lot. Confounded in the vast noise of our silence, we lay in the delight which is unknowingness. Careless, we lay half nude and ignorant of futures yet to flourish. Poetically and curious remain the penned poet, constructing form as he deemed fit. The depiction of tradition is transversion and transition. Traverse transcriptions, trend-setting transpires the evolution of the scripted structure and form of poetics. For who decides which cannonballs get shot from the cannon? Who really mans the cannon? What is its intended target? Like an old Tío Mío Leo used to say, the bullet's destination reflects the intentions of the person who shot it. For example, it is easy to identify who ordered the assassination of JFK. The answer lies not in the question of who had a motive, but rather who benefited most from his demise. They said there aren't any successful ones that I know of. On drugs, you're either going to die, going to prison, or going crazy. I've never met a successful alcoholic or addict, she most wholeheartedly proclaimed. And I felt belittled at first, but later reconciled with the truth. Those everyday sayings do not necessarily apply to me. For I tread a toilsome track, yes, torrential. I operate differently, a harmonious state of chaos, a volcanic seismic activity. I am my own captivity. I am in my own captivity because all the shit they say does not apply to me, and all the shit I say does not apply to you, but it should. That is poetry. Poetry is a sizeless garment that does not always fit perfectly, but it reminds us of those who have perfectly worn such garments. I am a designer of such garments. For him, and for her, and for them. Genderless couture, and my brand is called offensive.